Hello, beautiful people here on YouTube. I'm Austin, and I'm here to bring you my preseason thoughts on the fall 2021 anime season. I'm here on anichart.net, and I'm going to scroll through the seasonal chart here and just kind of tell you how, my thoughts and feelings on each one of these shows and everything like that. My plan is to go through all of them, if I can. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's go through all of them, except for the sequels. I think I'll skip over the sequels. Yeah, I'll skip over the sequels. So the only sequels I'm going to be checking out personally is Mushoku Tensei Part 2 and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6. Let's talk about Mushoku Tensei for a second. The reason why I'm checking out Part 2 is because I actually really did enjoy Part 1. Not really an isekai most of the time, but this one surprised me. I liked it. It was earlier this year in the winter. If you didn't check it out, go ahead and check it out. It's kind of a mixed bag of emotions for some people, because it deals with some subject matter that, let's just say not everybody's okay with.
Hey, Meg, 18 yet?
No.
All right.
But honestly, I had a good time with it. I thought it was really well written, so I'm going to check that out. Now on to the rest of the list, which are non-sequels. Komisanwa Komisho desu. Tadano, on his first day of high school, meets an awkward girl named Komi, and makes it his mission to help her on her quest to make 100 friends. Okay, so that sounds super simple. I actually forgot to mention, I'm going to watch the previews too, but I'm going to skip to after that. So while basically it kind of times in while you're listening to me tell you the synopsis, I'm watching the preview essentially. I just do it off screen, just so I can get a better idea and so I can fully, kind of give my thoughts on this whole thing. I've just watched the preview, and it looks pretty good. This is a comedy romance show, and I'm a fan of that genre quite a bit, so I will check that out. It's based on a manga, which I have not read, but I might check it out maybe before, but probably not because it's just in a couple weeks. But this looks pretty good. It's by OLM Studios, which I have not seen anything from them, I don't think. I might have, which I'll leave on the screen. If I have, I'll look it up after this, and I'll put some stuff on there. But yeah, moving on. Platinum End. Mirai is a depressed middle school student who is saved by his guardian angel, Nase. She gives him supernatural powers and pits him in a 999-day battle royale against 12 other candidates, and whoever wins becomes the new god of the world. This is actually based on a manga, which I've heard about. I've been wanting to read this manga for a while because it's from the same people who did Death Note, and I'm like a big fan of Death Note. There's actually a poster behind me. I love Death Note, so I've been wanting to read the manga for a while. But now that they're making an anime, I'll probably watch that and then go read the manga. Because, you can even tell by looking at this picture. This motherfucker looks like Light Yagami, so I'm really excited for this. It is by Signal MD, which, the only thing that rings on top of my head that they've done, I believe they did a film called Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop, which is over on Netflix. I only know that because I really liked that film a lot, so if you want to go check that out, I suggest it. Very good, very good. But yeah, that's the synopsis is intriguing, the artwork is great, obviously, and I've been wanting to read the manga for a while, just never got around to it. But yeah, definitely going to check that out, because that's gonna be dope. Blue Period. High school student Yatora leaves his studies behind to become a painter. From this, he has to face obstacles in his way, such as his parents and peers who aren't too sure about his unique choice. So this actually looks pretty good. Very brief little preview that they have here for it. But it looks like it's going to be a very heartfelt drama series, slice of life. So drama and slice of life are the two things that they listed as. I'm really looking forward to this. I think that it's going to have a lot of good messages about following your dreams and passion and stuff. So I'm definitely interested in that. Again, I'm not too sure about this production company. 7 Arcs is what it's called. Honestly, I can't think of off the top of my head what they've done. We'll see. Hopefully this is really good. It's based on a manga, which I, again, have not read. I have high hopes for this. So, moving on. Mirukochan. Miruko is a high school student, because of course she is. This is anime. She one day suddenly is able to see hideous monsters all around her that no one else can see. and rather than reacting like most people would, she decides to ignore them as best she can throughout her daily life. Okay, so after reading that synopsis, I wasn't fully sold on it, but I just watched the preview, and the preview actually does sell me on it. I'm actually really interested in this. I'm gonna say maybe right now. I plan on checking it out, probably, but not like, this isn't gonna be one that I'm keeping up with weekly or anything like that. Typically, I don't keep up with weekly stuff all the time. I'll pick a couple of shows to keep up with weekly, and then I'll catch up to the other stuff later, like Mushoku Tensei, actually. I just finished that today. But I'll check this out. It's a manga. Have not read it. Surprise. But Passion is doing the stuff, and the most recent thing I can think of that they did was the new Igarashi no Naku Koro ni show, When They Cry. Go, I believe it is. It was really good. I haven't seen the later season, the second season that they did, because I'm I don't know, I'm slow at things. But I'm gonna check this out. I think that's gonna be fun. It's a comedy horror show, so we'll see how this goes. Tact Op Destiny. In the year 2047, a meteorite falls and out comes monsters called D2. The D2 take over and ban music. That's a weird thing. It's like Footloose, like Footloose, they ban dancing, but these aliens just don't like music. They're like,
forget your music, guys, whatever.
And young women with the power of music, known as music art, rise up to defeat them. The power of music. All right. Oh god. A conductor named Tact and a music art named Unmei join forces to end the D2's reign and bring music back to the world. Okay, so this kind of looks ridiculous and sounds ridiculous. Honestly, the animation looks beautiful. It's by Madhouse and Mappa. Okay, so that actually explains a lot. So Madhouse is like No Game, No Life. What else they do? One Punch Man. Death Parade. That's a good one. And then Mappa. Zonkyo no Terror. I don't know, stuff like that. But they're both awesome. Watching the preview, this looks overly dramatic, and it's going to deal with subject matter I feel like it's going to take itself really, really seriously, for this extremely goofy idea. Not something I'm looking so forward to. It's an original. It's not based on anything, so usually that's like right up my alley. I'm like, oh, okay, it's not based on anything. I want to check that out. But honestly, probably not. Probably not. Maybe at some point in the future. The animation looks really nice, so that's all I can say about it. Sekai Psycho no Ansatsusha Isekai Kizoku ni Tensei Suru. The greatest assassin to ever live dies and gets reincarnated into a world of swords and sorcery. He has to juggle saving this world and being surrounded by beautiful girls. So I can't say I'm really looking forward to this series. It's your standard isekai fare. I might check it out at some point if I feel bored. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm not the biggest isekai guy. I watch them occasionally. Sometimes I check them. I mean, I liked Mushoku Tensei. I just watched that. I like Konosuba a lot. Stuff like that. I might give it a shot. I might. It's by Silverlink and Studio Palette. I don't know Studio Palette. Silverlink I've seen quite a bit. I'm trying to think of what they've done though, and I'm not entirely sure. I'll put something up on the screen so you can see that. But yeah, it's based on a light novel, because obviously all these isekai shows are fucking based on light novels. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll give it a shot at some point, but not right now. So yeah, we'll see. Shumatsu No Harm. A lethal disease known as the man-killer virus kills off 99.9% of the world's male population. Okay, so the name man-killer virus is literally a man-killer virus. Good name for that. Mizuhara Reito is put into a 5-year cryogenic sleep, leaving behind his one true love, Tachibana Erisu. Reito wakes up, and him as well as 4 other males are given the mission to repopulate the world by impregnating as many women as possible. What? No. What? Hold on. What? What the fuck? Alright. All Reito wants to do, however, is find his way back to his beloved Erisu. So what, so he can impregnate her instead? I'm not even gonna watch the preview for this one. Shin no nakama janai to yusha no party wo oidasareta no de hinkyo de slow life suru koto ni shimashita. Fucking nailed it. Red, who was once a member of a powerful group known as the Heroes Party, now dreams of opening a pharmacy. However, keeping his former life a secret becomes difficult when Reet, an adventurer from his past, shows up and asks to move in with him. You know, this, for obvious reasons, reminds me of the, I believe, Drugstore in Another World, something like that, whatever. That show that I think is airing right now, that reminds me. I've not seen that show, but it's not well rated or anything, so I've heard it's not great. But, you know, that kind of reminds me of that, the whole pharmacy thing. I don't know, it's something I might check out. I don't know, at some point. Wolfsbane sounds familiar, but I don't think I know them off the top of my head. And Studio Flat, I'm not sure, but this is a maybe at some point, but right now, not really on my priority list. Saihate no Paladin. In the ruined city of the dead, far from human civilization, lives a human boy named Will, who was raised by 3 undead, a skeleton warrior named Blood, a mummy priestess named Mary, and a ghost wizard named Gus. One day, the boy wonders who he actually is and uncovers the hidden mysteries of the undead. Once he learns these things, he embarks on a path to become a paladin. This looks pretty good. I think I'm going to check this one out. I liked the concept, and I liked the little preview they had. So I think I'm definitely going to go watch that. I think that's going to be one of those things that's like kind of beautiful. It's like a beautiful show to watch. I just have a feeling like you're just going to feel things while watching this show. So definitely going to check that out. It's a light novel. So I haven't heard of this one. But Children's Playground Entertainment. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to check this out, for sure. Senpai ga uzai kohai no hanashi. Igarashi, a hardworking office lady, is annoyed constantly by her senpai at work. Despite the annoyance, she finds herself growing closer to him. Each day is filled with romantic comedy banter as Igarashi tries to balance her work life and love life. Now this is another one. This is another one that I read the description and I wasn't sure on, but honestly, I just watched the trailer and the little preview, and I think it looks pretty good. It's a comedy romance type thing. I don't think there's enough anime about adult working life, and this seems like a lot of fun. Even though I say adult working life, but this main chick Igarashi looks like she's like 12. FBI, open up! But I'm very interested in this. So yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna check this out. Doga Koba is the company, and if I'm thinking correctly, I think they did Dumbbell. What's it called? How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? That show, which was awesome. But yeah, so I'm gonna check this out. It's good. It's a manga, which again I've not read, but I'm gonna check this out, and hopefully it's good. Visual Prison. Under the red moon each year, vampires perform music in Harajuku, in an event known as Visual Prison. Angeyuki travels to Harajuku to see his favorite bands Eclipse and Lost Eden. The performance causes him to experience a sharp pain. The preview looks different than I expected it to. I was expecting more like an ensemble stars kind of thing with vampires. But, you know, it might end up being that because it's a music supernatural, but that didn't look like that in the preview. Not really my thing. It is by A1 Pictures, though, and I really like A1 Pictures. I mean, they did like Your Lie in April and Blue Exorcist. They've done Sword Art Online. Not really a fan of that show, but I know some people are. You know, stuff like that. They've done some good stuff. I think All Noah Zero, they did that too. So I don't know. I don't really think I don't think I'm really the target audience for this show. So I don't think I'm gonna check it out. But If it's your thing, you know, whatever. Go check it out. Taisho Otome, Otogibanashi. Set in the 1920s, Tamahiko, the son of a wealthy family, has his life changed forever when an accident cripples his right arm. Because of this, his father no longer considers him as an heir. What a dick. And sends Tamahiko to live out of sight. One day, though, a young girl named Yuzuki Tachibana appears on his doorstep, proclaiming that Tamahiko's dad sent her to be his bride. She comes into his life like an innocent ray of sunshine, and Tamahiko's view of the world and his life starts changing bit by bit. Well, isn't that sweet? I'm definitely checking this shit out. I love comedy, romance, drama shows, which is what the tags are here. I'm totally down for that, and I just watched the preview, and I think it just looks adorable. I really want to check this out. It's gonna make me feel all wholesome and stuff. I like it. So definitely gonna check this out. Synergy SP, again, not one I'm familiar with, but hopefully it's good. It looks good, so I'm definitely gonna check this out. Osama Ranking. Sakugan. So I'm gonna say before I read the synopsis, I don't know why. I'm getting like a Gurren Lagann kind of vibe to it, and if it's anything like Gurren Lagann, I'm gonna like this shit. So let's see what this thing's about. In the distant future, humans live cramped in an underground world called Labyrinth. This is actually sounding a lot like Gurren Lagann. Labyrinth and its many colonies is known for its high temperatures as well as its resources, such as gold and silver. A girl named Minminpu and her father, Gaganba, Jesus, these names, ride a two-person work robot to mine for ore. Minminpu begs her father to set out as markers, which are those who chart the labyrinth, to search for her mother who left their home. The two embark on a journey in their work robot. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of Gurren Lagann. This looks like a father-daughter version of Gurren Lagann. Not in a bad way, though. I think I'm definitely going to like this. I'm going to check this out. I love mech shows. I'm definitely down for that. So anything that's mech, anything that's listed with mecha in the genre, I'm probably going to be watching, because it's just, I love it. I love that stuff. This definitely looks really good. This is by Satelight, which I believe they did the early days of Fairy Tail. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now, I think. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm sure there's other stuff that's like way better than Fairy Tail, but that's what I can think of. I'm gonna check this out. I'm definitely interested in this. Suki to Laika to Nosferatu. Set 10 years after war divided the world into two superpowers, both superpowers compete with each other in a space race. The story centers around Lev Leps, a backup astronaut candidate, and his companion, the vampire Irina Ruminescu. As part of the Operation Nosferatu, Irina will be used as a test subject for various conditions expected in space, with Lev overseeing her training as a cosmonaut. Honestly, the plot of this actually is really interesting. It intrigues me. The idea of vampires in space is interesting. I'm a vampire! I could see myself watching it at some point. I love science fiction, so anything to do with any of that, I'm down for most of the time. It doesn't look bad, you know? I might check this out. It's based on a light novel. I might check it out. Kyuketsuki Sugu Shinu. A vampire hunter, Jesus, there's a lot of vampire shows this season, learns of a mansion where a vampire is, who has been rumored to have kidnapped children. He goes there intending to defeat him when he finds out that the vampire is actually a wimp and not a threat. And the children there aren't being held captive, but they are using the mansion as their personal playground. It looks different than I expected it to. The main character kind of looks like if you mixed Alucard from Hellsing with like Dante from Devil May Cry, and the vampire, he almost looks like Count Chocula or something. I think this is gonna be fun. I think it's gonna start off trying to be very serious and everything, and then it's gonna be just a goofy comedy, especially based off of this image here. So I'm looking forward to that. Shinka no Mi Shiranai Uchi ni Kachigumi Jinsei. Hiragi Saiichi, is an ugly, revolting, dirty, smelly, fat ass.
Oh, that's not very nice.
These are the insults hurled at him about his appearance. For some reason, one day at school, a voice over the PA system claims to be God and says to be prepared to be transported to another world. Oh god, is this another fucking isekai? Saiichi and the rest of the school are transported to a fantasy world, where game-like elements exist, because of course they do, it's a fucking isekai. But when the school is transported, Saiichi is summoned to a different area from the rest. After the transfer, Saiichi eats the Fruit of Evolution, which greatly changes his life. Yeah, this doesn't look great. It looks pretty generic. The animation's nothing to, write home about or anything like that. The main character here, what's his name? Hiragi Saiichi. He reminds me of Haru from Excel World. That's all I can say there. But I don't know. I don't know. Unless someone tells me it's really good. It's based on a light novel, of course. And it's by Children's Entertainment again. We saw that earlier. Children's Playground Entertainment. What is that? What is that? Okay, so it looks like they're new. They're doing that, the Paladin, Saihate no Paladin. They're doing that one and then this one. And they've done a few other shows. But nothing that I really recognize. They're rather new. Okay. But, yeah. It says feel as well. Oh, okay. Well, I know feel. What did they do again? I remember Skigakure was a good show. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's not quite isekai cheat magician levels of like genericism, but it's is that a word, genericism? Probably not. But it's no, there's nothing special here. We'll see what people say, I guess, about it, but I'm not planning on checking it out. Moving on. Shiki Zakura. Kakeru Miwa is a high school student who, in a strange twist of events, is pitted in a supernatural battle against the menacing Oni. With the help of a powerful battlesuit known as Yoroi, Kakeru joins a team that fights Oni and defends humanity from otherworldly threats. The team gets assigned to protect a shrine maiden named Okamyojin. The journey to destiny is hard-fought, winding, and sometimes deadly. This is another original, and I really like the concept, but I just watched the preview and realized that it's 3D animation. It's that 3D hybrid stuff, so it looks a little stiff at times, but you know what? I know I could adjust to it, and this is one that I might check out. I like the concept a lot, and it doesn't look bad. So this is one I might be looking at. We'll see. Sankaku Mado no Sotogawa wa Yoru. Bookstore employee Mikado always has had a tendency to see creepy things. He lived his life pretending he didn't see these things, but then he met an exorcist named Hiyakawa. Mikado is forced to help out with exorcism duties and has to deal with the fact that exorcising these things with Hiyakawa somehow feels really good. While being dragged into these cases, they run into a cold-blooded murder case. From the looks of it, this is a Shonen Ai series, which is fine. The last Shonen Ai series I really enjoyed was a couple years back called Given. That was a really good show. This looks interesting. The first thing that's listed here in the genres is comedy, and nothing in the preview was comedic, really. You know, it definitely came off the drama mystery thing. You know, that's also the tags here. So I'm interested. I feel like it could be really good. So yeah, maybe. Selection Project. Held every summer, the National Show Selection Project is the biggest gateway for girls who strive to be idols. Oh, this is an idol show. Got it. Suzune Miyama longs to become an idol one day, being inspired by the works of the legendary idol Akari Amazawa. In her last summer of junior high, Suzune decides to challenge the 7th annual selection project to make her dream come true. Only 9 stars are selected. Let the audition battle of girls begin. It looks different from other idol shows, to be fair. And I'm not a hater of idol shows. I've seen a few. They're alright. It's not my go-to or anything like that. I see why people enjoy them. But this one definitely looks different from those. The animation style and art style and all that kind of stuff looked different. It definitely caught my eye, honestly. So I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say maybe. Maybe at some point I'll check it out. Yeah, maybe. Pura Ore, Pride of Orange. Okay, so this one looks like Love Live. I'm pretty sure this is an idol show. Let me read this thing. The story takes place in Nico City, where girls aim for the top of the world through ice hockey. Oh, no shit, this is a hockey show? Dope. Okay, so this isn't idol stuff. And I don't recall another anime about hockey. Junior high student Manaka and her sister Ayaka hit the gate of first-hand experience with ice hockey, held by the team Dream Monkeys. The two are joined by their childhood friends Kaoruko and Mami. As the girls practice, they become fascinated with hockey and eventually join the team. Basically, this is Kawaii Girls Play Ice Hockey, the anime, essentially. It's kind of a Love Live feel, the way that it's like Love Live playing hockey instead of being idols. I want to check it out just because it's about hockey, and I enjoy hockey somewhat. I really love sports anime, so I didn't expect that. I guess I could have read sports as the tag beforehand. Just looking at the picture, instantly I was like, oh yeah, this is an idol show. But no, it looks different. Doesn't fully catch me with the preview, but this is something that I'd be interested just to see what they're gonna do. But moving on. Kaisenki. Okay, not even having read the synopsis for this one, I'm already excited for it. I just love the picture. Yes, I judge things by the cover, even though you're not supposed to do that. This is, this looks so good already. All right, let's check out the synopsis. In the year 2061, Japan is dominated. Divided and ruled by the four major economic blocks of the world, the Japanese people spent their days oppressed as subjugated citizens. Japan became the front line of the world, where AMAIM, a human-type mobile weapon deployed by each economic zone, strode about. One day, Amoshiba meets an autonomous AI named Guy, and this leads him to join the battle to reclaim Japan by piloting the AMAIM Kinbu, built by himself. Oh yeah, definitely watching this. I knew just by looking at the picture, I was excited about it, and watching the preview, I'm still excited. And really, the preview doesn't have a whole lot. It's just it's got some character designs. There's a few shots of the mechs and stuff like that. It looks pretty good though. It looks definitely right up my alley. It's Sunrise Beyond doing this thing, which is like an offshoot of Sunrise. I don't think they've done much, but I've heard that name, and it's an original. So this sounds, just based on the plot, sounds like Code Geass mixed with Gundam, and I am totally down. So I'm looking forward to this. Definitely gonna watch this shit. Alright, moving on to the next one. Tesla Note. Trained as a ninja from a young age,
Believe it!
Botan Negoro, raised to become the ultimate spy, teams up with another spy named Kuruma. Their aim is to recover the legacy of inventor Nikola Tesla, the shards of Tesla. Can the two outwit the agents of the other countries who are also pursuing these fragments? I'm not sure on this one. You know, it's another 3D animated one. It looks worse than that other 3D animated one, which honestly I'm forgetting the name of at the moment. But it has a decent, interesting-ish plot. Not sure on this one. Not sure on this one. It says Studio Gambit. Honestly, I'm just gonna look at this real quick. Yeah, that's it. I was like, I don't know. I thought maybe I recognize that name. I don't, because this is the only thing they're doing. So this is the first thing that they've done. Yeah, I can kind of tell. So, yeah, not really. But it is based on a manga. Maybe the manga's better. You know, maybe it's better because it's not gonna have, like, you know, the 3D animation. You don't have to watch that or anything. You just read the manga. You know, I might check out the manga. I don't know if I could sit through that animation. It's not my favorite thing. I put myself through worse, honestly. But not as of now, I'm not planning on checking this out. Build Divide Code Black. The story is set in New Kyoto, where a new governing lord is decided through one's skills at a card game. It will center around a boy and a guard that he can materialize. Reading the synopsis, I'm thinking like Yu-Gi-Oh, like Duel Masters kind of stuff, but it seems a lot darker, like the Selector Infected We-Cross kind of thing, or honestly, you know what? It reminds me of See the Money of Soul and Possibility Control, if anybody remembers that show at all from years and years ago, which wasn't the greatest show, but it has that vibe. It looks all right, honestly. I like the animation. It looks kind of cool, and I'm kind of a sucker for that, for the card game stuff. I don't know. I might look into this one. I might look into watching this one. It's from Lydon Films, which I know, but yeah. So honestly, it looks a lot better than I thought. It's yeah. It says all right. Yakuten Sekai no Denshi Shoujo. In 2019 Japan, a rift to another dimension appears in the sky, revealing the alternative world Shinkoku Nippon, with the sky and the earth upside down. The military of this parallel world invades the real Japan with giant robots called Garan, and their gas weapons, Ginmu, which render our modern weapons ineffective. Shinkoku Nippon instantly seizes the government and achieves conquest of Japan. I am definitely interested. The synopsis gets me more excited than the preview. The preview doesn't have much, but the whole idea of an upside-down alternative world actually reminds me of an anime film called Fatima Inverted. That's a pretty good movie. You should check that out. Kind of similar in that regard. But I'm interested. Lurch is the company that worked on this, and they've done, like, I think Astra Lost in Space and like Assassination Classroom, stuff like that. So they've done some good stuff in the past. Like Astra Lost in Space was one of my favorite anime of, I think, 2019 that was. So yeah, and it's an original, so I'm interested in this, definitely. So I think I'm definitely going to be watching this one. So Megaton Q Musashi. The story takes place after 90% of humanity is wiped out due to an invasion. Survivors live in a shelter where their lives are monitored, and the memories of the invasion are erased. 3 teenagers from the shelter are chosen to pilot machines that combine to form the Musashi robot, made out of material named Megatronium alloy. You guys already know I'm checking this shit out. I mean, I just watched the preview and it looks honestly amazing, and I really love the synopsis. So, and it's an original mecha anime, which is right up my alley, but I am like, honestly, I'm hyped for this one. I'm gonna check this out. Ginso Sangokushi Tengen Reishinki. Set in ancient China during the Three Kingdoms era, various powerful warlords maneuver to conquer the known realms. After it is wiped out in unforeseen circumstances, the 6th unit has been reassembled with members of diverse troubled past. There is no preview here for this series, and I just googled it to see if I could find it somewhere else, and it's nowhere to be found, so I can't find a preview for this. But so I'm not sure what to think about this, but if something catches my eye later, maybe I'll check it out. I have not played the video game it's based on since the source here says video game, but you know, it sounds somewhat interesting, so maybe in the future I'll watch it. Who knows? Wacha Premagi. Matsuri Hibino spends her middle school days dreaming about Premagi, the sparkling stage show that combines song, dance, and fashion with actual magic. One day, a spirited troublemaker named Miyamu appears from another magical world to scout Matsuri as a Premagi partner. The pair team up to become the top stars of Premagi. Okay, so again, there is no preview for this one, so I don't know what to expect, but it is musical, and it's like magical girl idols. Doesn't look like something I'd be interested in. I don't know Tatsunoko Production or Dongwoo Animation are the 2 companies. I don't know who they are. Probably not going to check this one out. So yeah, that's all I got for you on that one. Mute King, the Dancing Hero. Muteki moves to the cheerful coastal town of Neo San Francisco. San Francisco. Fucking Big Hero 6 up in his bitch. Muteki moves to the cheerful coastal town of Neo San Francisco and meets DJ, who claims to be a DJ. Wouldn't have guessed that. And finds himself in the role of dancing hero Muteki. To save the town from monsters, Muteki and DJ fight with song and dance. This is literally the second show to be using music as a form of battle. Like, they're just like, let's defeat them with the power of song! But little do they know that behind these strange events, a true danger to humanity is approaching. Yeah, this looks just as wacky as I thought it would. It kind of reminds me, there's an anime, no one's seen this. No one's seen this anime, but it's called Brave Beats. It came out like 2014, 2015, something like that. And it reminds me of that. It almost looks crazy enough to be entertaining, but I don't know. I don't know about that one, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to think about it, but maybe I'll check it out at some point. Chikip Dancers. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. And that is all. That is the entirety of the list. I didn't go over any of the shorts or movies or anything like that because I just wanted to focus on the main series. Up on the screen here is everything that I'm going to be watching, maybe watching, and not watching. If you would like to comment down below, let me know what you're going to be watching or what you're going to not watching or maybe watching. Just let me know all those things. I'd love to maybe have a discussion with you guys down there. So that is all. Please tune in for future content. My plan is to do a video every 2 weeks on this channel, but I hope you guys tune in. It's going to be anime and manga only, pretty much. That's all I plan on doing on here. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you would like to subscribe, that would be great. Thank you, and have a good day. I'll see you next time.